I'm Steve with Light the Music, and I'm going to show you how to play an activity called I Am Simon. So where the name comes from is it's just like Simon Says, except we take the Simon Says out of it, right? So you don't have to remember if I said Simon Says or not. I'm always Simon, right? So everything I say, you do. If you want to make it like Simon Says, that's fine too. Some kids really get into that. So with loop off, you want to lead the class in a simple just call and response. So if I go like this, class, you'll go tap, 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 tap. Now it's good to keep it in rhythm, so if I go tap, 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 and so on, right? So that's the very basics of it, and then there's all kinds of variations that you can build into it, right? So for instance, we can do, right, and see if kids can do that. Sometimes I won't show or tell that I am changing instruments. I'll just change it and make sure that kids are really paying attention, right? So then the other thing I like to do is have kids lead as well. So I can be the leader, and then I can switch off to somebody else and they can be the leader. We've even done it in a semicircle of kids or a circle of kids where it just goes around. So you have a turn, then you have a turn, then you have a turn, and each thing a kid will say, I want to do, and then everybody will try and do that, and then it'll go to the next kid, right? So that's with loop off. Now with loop on, it's a whole different ballgame, because when I go, that's going to repeat, right? So now let's say we're doing that exercise with all the kids, and that was kid 1. Now kid 2 is going to do something like, right? So everybody's going to start repeating all these things, and they're all going to build up in a different way on everybody's app, depending on how their loop is going and the exact timing that they do, right? So kid 3 is going to go, right? And then kid 4 did something like that. And kid 5 did, I tend to not like the kids to do the big loop, because it kind of fills everything up, and it's really hard to repeat that thing other than touching and holding. So anything like the chords or the loop, when it's touch and hold, it's like, no, the rule is you have to do everything above the blue circle there. So maybe kid, whatever number we were on, 5, goes, and then at the end of it all, it's really interesting. Everybody turn loop off, and then it's really interesting to go around and see all the different variations with the same touches, just a little bit of variations in timing, what everybody came up with. It's kind of like this sort of like a strange version of Stone Soup, where everybody got the same ingredients but made a different soup, right? So that is I Am Simon, and it works for all kinds of different things. You can model, if we are doing percussion, then you can model creating just percussion instruments. You can model all kinds of, let's see, if we had a steady beat going, and then you could go, that's syncopation. So there's lots of ways that you can start plugging learning into it and really getting kids intentionally making music with different concepts that we're working on in class. So I Am Simon is something that can kind of keep scaffolding up through the curriculum. So as always, thanks for watching, and let us know if you have any questions or comments or ideas. I'm Steve with Light the Music, signing off.